Hi everybody, my name is Miguel Angel, and today, together with my teammates, we're going to present our project about Peruvian company Delicass, a chain of coffee or restaurants that have become a benchmark in the gastronomy sector due to its focus on fresh products, in-house production, and a warm customer experience. Before we begin, and to give you a clear idea of how this presentation will flow, here's a table of contents we have prepared for this project. It's divided into these 13 key sections: name of the company, mission and visions, market research, PEST analysis, Porter's 5 forces, SWOT analysis, competitive strategy, marketing mix, marketing goals, marketing strategy, operation strategy, human resources strategies, and of course, conclusions. After this brief introduction to the topic, how about we move directly to the subject at hand? History. Delicass was founded in 1999 with a clear vision to offer Lima a distinct gastronomic experience inspired by the tradition of Spanish delicatessen. But began as a small shop specialized in coffee, cold cut, and gourmet products, quickly caught the attention of customers seeking authentic flavors and a proposal and stood out for the usual offering. True to its innovative spirit, Delicass soon evolved. By listening to its customers and understanding new trends, the brand transformed its menu. Not only did it expand its offering, but it also anticipated market demands, becoming one of the first coffee in Lima to include salads as a part of its proposal, paving the way in a segment that was only just beginning to develop at the time. Sustained growth required a solid foundation. For this reason, in 2050, after years of planning and implementation, the brand inaugurated its production center in Lince, which became the operational heart of Delicass. This allowed the company to maintain its signature hallmark, producing in-house everything it offers, ensuring freshness, quality, and control at every stage of the process. Today, more than 2 decades later, Delicass is a consolidated brand with 14 locations in Lima and a team of more than 450 people, all committed to the same mission that inspired the opening of the very first store to provide high-quality products with warmth, friendly service, focus entirely on the customer. We will now continue with one of the most important pillars of any company: its mission, its visions, and the values that guide all its decisions. In the case of Delicass, as we know, these elements clearly reflect its essence and the way it has managed to position itself within the Peruvian gastronomic market. Mission. Delica's mission is to provide the best customer experience through exceptional high-quality products and warmth, friendly service. They aim to offer a comfortable, welcoming, and family-oriented space designed to make every customer feel at home, turning Delica's into a frequent and trusted choice. About vision, their vision is to establish themselves as the leading coffee chain and gourmet store in Lima, recognized for their ongoing innovations, operational excellence, and the close connection they maintain with its customers. Delicass aspires to expand strategically without losing its artisanal essence, consistently preserving the flavor, quality, authenticity that defines them. In other words, they seek to grow, but to grow well, preserving the values that have accompanied them since the beginning and strengthening their value propositions to remain a relevant brand in an increasingly competitive market. Regarding the 5 core values that define Delicass, they are as follows: quality without compromise, from in-house production to customer services, warmth and hospitality, creating an environment where customers feel at home, Peruvian authenticity, offering products with local identity and in-house preparation, continuous innovation, updating their menu and process without losing their essence, respect and teamwork, essential for their family of more than 450 employees. Therefore, as a result, these elements, missions, vision, and values help customers understand why Delicass has managed to remain strong for more than 2 decades in such a highly competitive market as the gastronomic sector. Moving on to analyze the competitive environment in which Delicass operates. In our market research, we believe that understanding both direct and indirect competitors is extremely important, as customers constantly compare prices, quality, atmosphere, and overall experience. For this reason, we have identified 3 direct competitors and 3 indirect competitors that could potentially pose challenges for Delicass. Direct competitors. Our direct competitors are San Antonio, a strong presence across Lima, offering wide menu including artisanal desserts, coffee, and breakfast options. The main target audience is families and working professionals. Panadería Carmelitas, traditional Lima-style coffee and bakery, known for its homemade pastries and classic Peruvian dishes, directed at a local audience seeking traditional flavors. La Panetería, a strong focus on artisanal bakery, features a modern atmosphere offering brunch, coffee, and allied dishes. As for indirect competitors, we have Tanta, Peruvian casual restaurant offering creole and fusion dishes, appeals to a broad audience, too with slightly higher prices. Keri, an international level brand that combines restaurants, bakery, and pastry shop concepts, has a strong presence in delivery services and convenience. Starbucks Peru is present in commercial areas, highly attractive to younger customers focused on coffee and work-friendly spaces. So, thanks to this analysis, we can understand that Delicass competes in a highly dynamic market with both direct and indirect competitors, ranging from traditional to modern options. Differentiation themselves for quality and customer experience is essential to maintain long-term sustainability as a company. Now, I'll give the floor to my colleague who will continue with the PEST analysis, explaining how internal factors influence company's performance.
Good afternoon, my name is Melanie Iwaya and I will present the PEST analysis and portfolio forces for Delicass. Well, let's begin with the PEST analysis, which help and understand the external factor affecting the company. In the political environment, Delicass is impacted by street food safety regulation, municipality inspection, and labor policy changes. Political instability also slowed down investment and inspections. Economically, rising ingredients costs reduce margins. The restaurant and delivery markets are growing, but there is strong price competition in the fast casual sector. Social factors include a growing preference for fresh, healthy, and artisanal food. Customers also seek comfortable spaces for working or studying, and especially the level of cleanliness and service. Technologically, digital payment and delivery apps are expanding rapidly. Delicass also needs modern inventory and procurement system. Environmental factors involve pressure for sustainable packaging and waste reduction. Legally, the company must comply with food safety standards and consumer protection laws. Now, the Porter 5 force. There is growing competition from independent cafés and premier bakers. New players are evaluating modern investment and straws to maintain no-stains color. Many suppliers exist, but only a few meet high quality standards. Fresh ingredients also make snow more sensitive. Customers have many alternatives and are very price sensitive, which increases their bargaining power. There are many substitutes, such as German food bakers and broad options, which increases the tier. And finally, competition is intense, especially with strong brands offering similar products and experience. That concludes my presentation. Thank you for attention, and now I give the floor to my teammate.
Below is the SWOT analysis of Delicass, a tool that allows us to evaluate the internal strengths and weaknesses as well as the external opportunities and threats. Strengths. One of Delica's greatest strengths is its centralized production model from its plant in Lindsay. It produces the vast majority of the products it sells, ensuring freshness, consistent quality, and full control over the consumer experience. In addition, it is a brand with more than 20 years of experience in Lima, which gives it a strong reputation, a stable client base, and high recognition within the premium coffee category. Delicass also stands out for its variety. It offers breakfast, lunch, sandwiches, desserts, coffee, and grab-and-go products. This allows it to attract different types of the customers throughout the day. Finally, the company has more than 450 employees, reflecting a solid organizational structure and operational capacity to manage multiple stores simultaneously. Weaknesses. Among its weaknesses, Delicass depends almost exclusively on Lima. It has not yet expanded its model to other regions, which limits its reach and growth potential. Another important weakness is its high operation cost. By working with fresh ingredients, in-house production, and large stores, expenses in logistics, personnel, and maintenance are elevated. Digitally, the brand still does not have the same presence as international chains like Starbucks or Juan Valdez. It lacks a robust digital ecosystem and a formal loyalty program. Finally, some customers perceive its price as high, which may hinder the attraction of new customers or limit its competitiveness against more affordable alternatives. Opportunities. The Peruvian market is experiencing a strong trend toward fresh, artisanal, and healthy foods. Delicass fits very well into this segment, which represents a major opportunity. Another key opportunity is its potential expansion into cities such as Arequipa, Cusco, Trujillo, or Piura, where there is a customer base willing to pay for high-quality experiences. There is also sustained growth in breakfast and brunch consumption in Peru, an occasion in which Delicass offers a highly competitive menu. Tiers. Regarding tiers, competition in Lima is very intense. Cafés such as Panadería San Antonio, La Baguette, Tanta, Bisetti, and similar desserts shops occupy a significant space in consumers' minds. Another threat is food inflation, which increases the cost of fresh ingredients and imported products such as dairy, nuts, and certain cold cuts. Peruvian consumers are highly price sensitive, so constant price variation can affect consumers' traffic. In terms of competitive strategy, Delicass is primarily positioned under a different strategy, standing out not only for its foods offering but also for the complete experience it provides, unlike more standardized chains. Delicass has built an identity strongly tied to warmth, comfort, and a feel-at-home atmosphere. This is reflected in its spaces, customer service, and the variety of options it offers throughout the day. One of the strongest differences is that the brand internally produces the majority of its products, from breads and desserts to main course and specialty drinks. Everything is prepared in its production center located in Lince. This partial integration allows them to maintain high quality control, ensure food freshness, and reduce relying on the external suppliers. It also provides an important competitive advantage compared to cafes that outsource a large part of their menu. Another key aspect of their strategy is the focus on customer experience. Delica's aims for each visit to be pleasant and memorable, which is why its story features warm, inviting moments, modern decor, and soft music. This makes the ideal space for family gatherings as well as the students and workers seeking a comfortable place to study or work. The experience is a fundamental part of its value proposition and a different factor compared to smaller cafes or grab-and-go concepts. Likewise, the brand follows a progressive expansion strategy. Unlike other chains that grow aggressively, Delicass has chosen solid and sustainable growth. It currently has 14 locations in Lima, strategically situated in districts where there is a frequent cafe-going audience: Miraflores, San Isidro, Surco, Lince, and Jesús María. This growth is accompanied by a clear positioning strategy as a mid-range option, accessible, good quality, and sustainable both for quick consumption and longer visits.
Hello, my name is Ruth Calderon Raimundo, and today I will present the marketing plan for Delicass. This plan explains how the company can grow, improve its digital presence, and offer a better customer experience. Marketing goals. We have defined objectives that are clear, measurable, and focused on sustainable growth. The first goal is to increase sales through the website and delivery apps by 25% within the next 6 months. To achieve this, we will use digital campaigns and quickly motions. The second goal is to implement a loyalty programs and register 30% of frequent customers in 4 months. The third goal is to increase order from Rappi and Pedidos Ya by 20% in 6 months. Finally, we want to increase social media engagement by 40% in 3 months through gastronomic content, demo videos, and seasonal campaigns. Now, let's move to the fourth pillar of the marketing mix: product. Delica's offer gourmet meals ready to serve, prepared with fresh ingredients and homemade-style recipes. The variety is wide: pasta, meals, sauces, empanadas, pastry, and frozen options. Price. The pricing strategy is value-based. Prices are slightly higher than mass market food, but they reflect gourmet quality. Place. Product reaches customers through physical stores, Delica's or delivery service, apps like Rappi and Pedidos Ya, and select supermarkets. The focus is on urban areas of Lima. where demanding for quality prepared meals is higher. Promotions. The company is active on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, sharing recipes, product photos, and seasonal campaigns. It also collaborates with culinary creators and offer family combos to attract different audience. The overall strategy is organized into three parts: segmentation: the target audience include families, young professionals, and people with little time to cook but how want quality. Positions: Delicass is present as gourmet home food, practical and high quality. The brand emphasizing flavor and variety. Key strategy: our strategy focus on five main actions: digital, we provide social media and delivery apps to connect directly with customers; gastronomy content, recipes, product preparation, and behind to scenes videos make the brand more attractive; seasonal campaigns, we use key dates like Christmas or Mother's Day to boost sales; customer experience, appealing packaging, fast delivery, and good post-sale service build trust; target promotions, family combos, and corporate packs adapt to different customer needs. Now I will give the floor to my teammate. We will just continue with the next part of the presentations. Thank you.
Afternoon, my name is Matías Asensio Narciso Ian, present Operation Humans Rescue and Closure Delicass. Operation Strategy. Delicass focus on delivering facts, consist and high quality food and coffee across at its location. Operation rely on a central production center, standardized and controlled supply chains due ensure uniform, continuous monitors, inventory control, and process optimization help maintain stability and cost efficiency. Human resources strategies. Delica's human resources strategy especially high service staff, provides continuous training and magnetic opposite work environment. New appliance resource structured onboarding and training due ensure consistent in service quality. The company promises the work, create communication and performance feedback. In summary, Delica's success depends on their allies with efficient operation and stronger human resources practice. Centralized production and stainless process ensure product quality. High with driving motivation staff deliver good customer service. Thank you.